Okay, so the first shape we are going to model is this. It is a plane with holes in it and it is bent around this side. So let's start. I will add a plane, subdivide this, and number of cuts will be 10. I will select this face, press Ctrl I, press X and delete faces. I will select this face, subdivide this again, number of cuts 1, and select all faces, press I to insert faces. Now go to the loop tools and click circle. Press S to scale down, press I again to insert faces, press X to delete faces. Now I will use array modifier. I will enter count to 10. I will duplicate this array modifier and this time I will enter 1 to the y-axis because I want array modifier along y-axis. But if you see the topology, we get a little problem here because when we will bend this, there will be pinching here because this pole has more than 6 edges. So to solve this, I am going to select knife tool by pressing K and add an edge here. Then select this edge, press X and limited dissolve. Similarly, we will do this to the all corners. Now if you see that the pole has only 4 edges, I will turn on the merge option so that the points or vertices automatically merge and apply the array modifier. Now I will select the vertices that I want to bend. So I will select these all vertices here. I will save this data into vertex group. I will add and give a name of to bend shape. Click assign. Now if you select this vertex groups and press select, it will select the data or vertices saved in this group. Now I will add a bend modifier, a simple deform modifier, and click on bend. I will add a empty plane axis here and move this towards the point where we want to start bend. I want to start bend from here. I will select this, press Shift S and cursor to select it. Now I will select this empty axis, press Shift S and press selection to cursor. Now select origin this empty plane axis. Now we want to bend this around y-axis, so I will click on Y and select the vertex group that we have created. I will select the plane axis 90 to the Y. So you can see that we have bent our shape and you can increase the angle also. I will enter 360 or some less, something like that, and add a subdivision modifier. So here we go, we have modeled our first shape. Now our second shape is something like this. It is a plane circle with a plus sign in the center. So I will add a circle with 24 vertices. Press Ctrl F and click on grid fill. Change the offset to something like that so it is straight. You can see that we can form a plus sign shape from these edges. Now I will delete these points. I will use mirror modifier to set this. I will select this edge, press SY0. Then select these, press SX0. I will use mirror modifier. Now I will select these edges and move down. And then select these edges. So we get this plus sign shape, something like that. Now I will select the faces, press I and then press B to insert faces. Then I will use the knife tool because I want to sharpen the corners. So I will manually do it. Select the knife tool, add an edge here and then here. Select this edge and limited dissolve. I will solve this later. I will select these faces and press E and scale, move down. I will select these edges, press Ctrl B, and segments of 2. I will apply the subdivision modifier. Okay, so I have to sharpen these corners. I missed that. I will select these edges, press X and limited dissolve. I will select the K tool and join these edges. Okay, so you can see that we have solved this also. Now I'm going to connect these points. On flat surface, we do not worry too much about topology because we are not going to bend this surface. Okay, so here we get, I will select the outermost edge, press E and move down. I will select this edge, press Ctrl B, add bevel with segments of 2, and here we go. We have modeled our second shape. Now for the third shape is something like that. It is I think part of a gun, and now we are going to model this. I will add a plane and subdivide this. Number of cuts will be 5. Press K and add an edge here. Select this edge, press X and dissolve edge. I will move this downward a little bit. I will select these faces, press I, insert faces, and select the middle edge and move downward. Now I will add these faces, press I again once more, and here we go. I will apply the subdivision surface, and this is the shape we want. Now I will use array modifier to duplicate these shapes, and count will be 6. I want 6 shapes. Okay, now I want to bend this 360 degree. I will use simple deform, and we want to bend this around y axis, so I will select y. I will add an empty plane axis and enter 90 to the y. Going back to the plane, I will select this empty plane axis, and it is bending at y axis, and I will enter 360 degree. Okay, so the we will select the merge option in array modifier, but the last portion is not merging. For this, I will add weld modifier, and it will be merged. I will apply these modifiers except the subdivision modifier. I will select the outermost edge, press ES and scale down. I will merge these points at center, select the middle edge and dissolve edge. I will delete these edges because I will use the mirror modifier. Now I will add a circle with 8 vertices. Press RX90 to rotate along x-axis and scale down this. Place it here, something like that these points should be in front. Duplicate this circle and place it here. So these points align. These are aligned to these vertices. I will again duplicate these, place it in the center and increase the size. I will delete these points, these vertices, and select the remaining vertices. Change the snapping mode to the vertex. Press G, Y and press Ctrl. So they will snap to this vertex. You will also delete these vertices. Now I am going to join the points. There is a little shading issue, so I will select the mesh, go to normals and recalculate outside. So I will solve this shading issue. We don't worry much about the topology because it is a flat surface and we are not going to bend this. So I will use the mirror modifier. I have to change the origin position, so I will go to option, select origin and move down. Okay, now turn off the origin, go to the edit mode and turn on the clipping. I will select these edges and move down. Okay, similarly I will select these edges. Okay, so we have done the mirror modifier. I will apply this. I will select these edges, press F to fill. I will add an edge loop here because I want this side a little sharper. Now I will select all the circles by clicking Alt Shift. Change the pivot point to individual origin. Press ES and then press E. Press E one more time. Press E once more. Press ES. Again press ES, select M and collapse. Okay, so here we modeled our required shape. I will close this hole. Now for the last shape, this is our shape. It is something like tire of a car or vehicle. So we are going to model this. I will model this part, half part, and use mirror modifier and then use array modifier to duplicate this part, and then I will bend to form a circular shape. So first of all, I will add a plane. I will decrease the size. I will try to match this black surface. I will add 2 loops here by pressing Ctrl R and move down a little bit. I will select the upper vertices and press E. Now I will select the faces with black color behind. Then I will press E and move up a little bit. I will delete these faces. I will select this edge, press E and extrude, something like that. Again press E and move downward. I will select these edges, press G 2 times and slide a little bit. Something like that will be okay. Now I will use the mirror modifier and I have to change the pivot point origin. So I will move this a little bit to the left and here. I will turn off the origin. I will turn on the clipping. Go to the edit mode, select these edge and move to the right. Now I will use the mirror modifier, but before applying mirror modifier, I will rotate this around x-axis, press Ctrl A and all transforms. I will use the array modifier and press Z, enter Z to 1. X and Y should be 0 because we are going along Z axis. Decrease the size of LZ so that it only touches 0.525 and enter 50 to the count. Okay, perfect. Turn on the merge. I will select the simple deform modifier and select the bend shape. So we want this shape to bend along x-axis. That's why we select X and enter 360. So we have to go a little more than 360, 366.5 maybe. And I will merge these points by adding a weld modifier. Okay, so these points are weld. Now I am going to apply these modifiers. Now as you can see that these edges are too much close to each other. So I will select this edge. Oh, I forgot to select this edge loop here. Now right click and click on space. Okay, now I will select this edge loop and this edge loop, and similarly on this side also. Right click, loop tools and space. I will select these faces and scale a little bit, scale down a little bit, something like that should be okay. Now I will add a bevel modifier so that I can sharpen the corners. Okay, I will add subdivision surface just to check. Okay, so everything seems to be fine. I will turn off the subdivision modifier for now. I will add a lattice modifier, place it above the subdivision and add a lattice. I will increase the resolution of U by 322. I will go to the plane and select this lattice object I will select this lattice, go to the edit mode and select the middle points. Press S now and okay. That looks good. And select all the points, press SX and decrease along X-axis. Okay, perfect. I will hide this lattice and I will select the edge mode, dissolve these edges. Press S to decrease the size. Press Shift X so that it cannot move along X-axis. Press SX a little bit and okay. So here we got our tie. I hope you like this video and give a hit to the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question or confusion, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.